Going back to the whole playing to a room thought, like sometimes you'll get into a room where it doesn't support too much of a loud music. That's why playing really soft on drums is a skill that I always work on. And that led me, that and also like hearing other players, that led me to this whole, I don't know, journey, almost like an odyssey of researching how much my hands influence the sound that I take out of the cymbal. Now we have three components. We have the hand, we have the stick, and we have the right cymbal. The right cymbal varies, the sticks varies, but the hand doesn't vary. And I noticed one Bill Stewart, but also like Billy Higgins and obviously Tony Williams, like all those drummers, they have different grips. And the more modern drummers, like you get Eric Harland or sometimes Marcus Gilmore, you see them changing grips, meaning the shape of the hand. In other words, the acoustic body in which the hand resonates is ever evolving and ever changing. And I started going this whole journey of trying to figure out how the heck I do this, how it is that my hands, I have very small hands, not very, but like somewhat smaller hands. And I noticed that if I start, doing different kind of forms with my hand, I can get different sounds. For today, I'm using a teardrop, a elongated teardrop, but that also works in sticks that have a small ball, so the sound is not much splattered, right? So we get the, talking about components, we have the stick, the wood of the sticks varies. It's very different from sound to sound. It's pretty crazy. Like sometimes you don't have to invest much money on a new right cymbal. Just get different pairs of sticks and you'll notice how much the sound will change alone by the wood of the stick and also by the tip of the stick. And so there's a very open position. I got this from, what's the name of the Mexican drummer? Pat Metheny, Birdman? Antonio Sanchez. So I got this from Antonio Sanchez and he lets it rebound a lot and the hand is very open, almost like the Keith Carlock open handshaking thing. So I got this whole very open and nice and bellyful sound. We don't hear much of a stick. We hear pretty much the right, and because we're transferring the whole force of the stick and the hit to the sound, we also get a little bit of undertones in the right backing. Now, if we go away from the open hand, which is a grip, I'm only really holding the stick as barely as I can. Like the touching points of the hands are not many. But then if I start closing, then we get what we perhaps do in our first drum lesson. All the fingers are in contact. Some players will have their thumb up, some players will have the back of the hand showing up, and that also changes the sound. There is less force transferring to the right cymbal, so less undertones. Now, we can really start hearing differences when we start really closing the hand and letting the stick resonate out of the hand. And this is what I started with, the Bill Stewart grip. So it's almost like holding a clave. So when you do it like this, the resonating body almost created an acoustic amplifier with your own hand. So you go from this to a more clicky sound, which is the sound that you hear when Bill Stewart plays. And his hands are, I think, pretty big, so you get that very clicky sound. Now, we get this clave grip is what I called. And because you have the fingers in place, you don't have space to do the whole push-pull or whatever technique, so pretty much everything has to come from the wrist. And it's really interesting because if you start playing this soft and then opening up, you can actually hear how the cymbal also opens up because you're transferring more force to the cymbal. More undertones are getting in there. Now, if you take the clave grip and really grip hard at the stick, you'll hear more. And there's the point of the angle in which you hit, because then if you really hit with the tip, there's less area where you're able to transfer force to the cymbal. You can almost play melodies. But then I started looking into like trying to get both, both worlds, the open-handed grip, like the handshake Keith Carlock thing, but also doing a little bit more and also trying to get this as soft with a little bit of leverage. So I started working with the chew grip thing. So I know it's super unconventional, but it's whatever. So I really grip the stick with these 2 fingers, and then the other 2 are over here. So I'll go. It's almost a push-pull thing if I need to get the skip note going. And there's more force going into the cymbal. Still trying to figure out like how much of gripping and closing of the thumb and index finger I want to do, like trying to figure out if that really influenced the sound or just how it feels and how much push and pull, how much like leverage I have. But this is pretty much it. And then I started also using this live because it really does make a difference. Like if you have, regardless of the cymbal that you have, if you get a room that is dry enough, then you can really hear. Let's just say for A section, you play very open, but then for the B section, you don't have to change sound or sticks, change cymbals or sticks. You just go a little bit. So let's just say